Hey survivors, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to continue the series that I'm doing on positivity. And today, I want us to focus on our focus point. So, after narcissistic abuse, it's very common and easy to slip into a position of just focusing on everything that went wrong. Now, why would a person do that? Why would a person focus on everything that went wrong? Well, in this situation is generally because it hurt so bad. When you are in a situation like that and you have that experience, it jolts your system usually. It gets your attention. Is literally becomes something that is unforgettable. And some of you feel like unforgivable. But, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, it's devastating. It's a trauma. It's a trauma. So we don't forget these things. And I'm not asking you to forget it. But after a certain point, I'm asking you to shift your focus. Okay? Because a lot of times people live in the past. They really do. They live in the past. They focus on what was. What was. Yes, you had a crappy relationship with that narcissist. They mistreated you. They abused you. Maybe they weren't even the first ones. Maybe you've had a string of toxic relationships. Had, was, but no more. So at this point, is it going to be to your advantage to keep reliving all that devastation, to keep replaying all that devastation in your mind? Because this is the thing about toxic situations. When we replay them, there's a roadmap in our mind. Yeah, that's leading to our memory, but it's also leading to everything else surrounded by that memory, which means maybe I don't feel 100% like I felt when I was initially experiencing it, but I'm going to bring in or draw in the energy that is surrounding that circumstance as well. Okay? So every time we relive stuff and we're going down memory lane with the negative, toxic, traumatic, sad, horrible situations, we're going to be feeling the energy that's attached to it. Now, that's not positive. None of you can tell me that's positive energy. That's stuff that brings you down. And depending on how far you are in the healing process, it could bring you down a lot or a little bit at a time. But guess what? That little bit at a time piles up on us as well. And a little bit can turn into a lot. And then it's heavy on us. Okay, so we need to get lighter after this experience, not heavy. We don't need to be inviting that heaviness. We don't need to be compiling it on us. We don't need to be dragging it with us. Okay, we have to shift our focus from what was to what is and what it can be. Okay, because you have a lot of opportunity here. Every day we have opportunities, we have decisions. We can decide, okay, am I going to spend my day wallowing in the situation that was? Or am I going to turn lemons into lemonade? Am I going to find gratitude in what I do have today? Am I going to grow and flourish and focus on the positive aspects of my life? Am I going to grow that? Am I going to, work on something else that brings me happiness and fulfillment and joy? Like, we can decide what we're going to give our energy to. We can. We actually can decide that. I want you to just get into that shift. All right. I don't want you to become any professional victims. I don't want all this woe is me. And it doesn't mean that I am minimizing what you went through. Because typically when you're dealing with people like this, you have gone through much. But that's why I want to tell you to shift that focus. Okay, because you already have gone through much. You don't need to be further tormented. You don't need to still be renting space in your mind. You need to be clearing space for new, for fresh, for better. That's what you deserve. After everything you've gone through, that is what you deserve. So believe that and do that. That's what I want you to do for yourself if you haven't already. So we're going to shift focus. And this extends also to negative thoughts. This extends to negative thoughts as well. Here is what I tell people in coaching sessions when they have these negative thoughts running through their minds. Thoughts are just thoughts. And I've said this more than once on this channel, but this is an appropriate video to reiterate and say it for those of you. This might be the first video you're listening to on my channel. Thoughts are just thoughts. The power that we give those thoughts, now that we have control over. But just because you think something, it doesn't make it true. That's the thing. People, a negative thought, oh, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I blah, blah, blah. Now, if you believe it, that's the power that you're giving to that thought. What I always recommend people to do is when those negative thoughts come through our mind or your mind, replace it with a positive one. I'm not stupid. I just got with the wrong person, but I learned my lesson and I'm going to do better. You know, just replace it. Replace it with something sensible and positive. Replace it with where you want to be and how you want to feel. Replace it with positivity. Don't just let it sit there and run through your head over and over all day. Replace it, rebuke it, and replace it. Okay, this is how we start to shift our focus. This is how we start reprogramming ourselves. You know, this is how we shift our vibrations. This is how we become more positive, okay? So I hope that this video resonates with someone who has, you know, perhaps got stuck in wallowing, who can't stop replaying it, the negative aspects of their life. Okay? So if this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit the like button. And feel free to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have over 300 videos, guys, to help you in your healing process from narcissistic abuse, from other toxic relationships, help you in doing your shadow work and finding that peace and harmony in your life, becoming better at just uplifting yourself, okay? And your perceptions and your mental so that your body can follow, okay? I do have books, guys, on Barnes & Nobles and Amazon.com to help you through your healing process. They're great reads full of wisdom that will help you. If you like my channel, you will definitely love the books. They are ebook format and hard copy, but I do recommend that you read them in order. The X Factor Volume 1, The X Factor Volume 2, The Beauty of the Eye, and then for those of you who have experienced sexual abuse, I wrote a book called Silent Tears. And that is from one survivor to another survivor. And it speaks to your essence and your emotions and your psyche, excuse me. And it's more than the statistics that you would find at the doctor's office. Okay. There's exercises in there, and you can do this in the privacy of your own home. And that's in ebook format and hard copy as well. I offer coaching. You know, watching videos on YouTube is great, you know, and very helpful. But there will come a time in your healing process where you really want to get to that next level. And in order to do that, you're going to have to invest in some type of therapy and coaching for yourself. But you want to get it from someone who's been there and done that. And that's where I come in. Okay, there isn't much that you're going to be able to say that I haven't researched, that I haven't experienced and talked to hundreds of people about. Okay. So go ahead and use me in that sense. I offer that over the phone. I do email coaching. I also do Skype, and I do FaceTime over WhatsApp. So you have many ways to access this coaching, guys. Take advantage of it and make the investment in yourself. All right, I have a Facebook support group, and that's under Lakia Reflection and Progression Crawford. The link to that is under this video, and it's also on the About page here. I have an Instagram. You guys are welcome to follow me there. The personal one is up, and the business one is up as well. All right, and with that being said, I'm going to be starting a Patreon, and that's fun and exciting for me as well. That will be a monthly paid membership where you have a certain amount of access to me, especially for those of you that may not be able to afford the coaching. So I'll let you know about that. It's going to have videos and information that I won't have anywhere but there. I'm not going to put it on YouTube. I'm not going to put it on any social media. That's going to be exclusive. So it's going to take things to another level, and you'll have a lot of perks and tiers to the memberships where you can have that much more access to your girl. All right, so just make sure you're hitting the bell so you can stay informed on what's going on with the channel. And for my live chats, live chats are another way that you can get more access to me, especially if you cannot afford the coaching. All right. But, where there's a will, there's a way. So, if you need that coaching, make a way for yourself. It's priceless. Your peace of mind, your healing should certainly be priceless to you. Okay, so make that way. Don't be more generous to the narcissist than you would be to yourself. Okay, now is the time to make that shift in your life as well. You should be treating yourself the way that you want other people to treat you. And you certainly shouldn't be treating other people better than you would even treat yourself. Okay? So let's shift that focus, guys, off of the negative and onto the positive. Let's shift the focus, guys, off of what was into what is and what will be. Okay? All right. So until next time, guys, please take care.